Hey guys, this is Titan and I welcome you to yet another episode of my very own Cities Skylines series Vedastein. So, it's episode 40 for today, and yeah, with the last episode having been a super big one, maybe not for you since I cut it to, let's say, a bite-sized bit, but for me it was a huge episode because I think you can imagine building all this took a bit of time. Today I still want to continue the trend of the rural area, but only with this part here, which is, reasonably sized. And my idea is, again, some farms, but also some sort of fancy countryside retreat hotel and some caravanning or camping places. And also for the future episodes, I want to have some, bit of half-timbered city village stuff going on down here. So maybe today we can build some farms, some fields, that hotel and camping site I mentioned, and maybe already slowly move our ways towards the big river again with some, suburban housing and stuff, so that we can prepare this for whatever we are going to do here in the next episodes. But that's for much later. Today the plan is only about this area here, and with all that being said, let's see what we can do here. And so we dive straight into the time lapse and start with the hotel area that I already mentioned right at the beginning of this video. So what I'm doing now is really just the road towards that hotel area, and here we have that hotel building. Now the building is from Thomas 13TO on the workshop. I think many of you should know him. And the building in itself isn't perfectly fitting for the region this is set in, meaning like East Saxony. I think the building more resembles a pseudo Swiss chalet style. But from the hotel buildings that are available on the workshop, I think this one fit the most. And imagine it's like a luxury countryside retreat hotel with a wellness area and just in general a high priced location that was, I imagine, built somewhere in the let's say last 20 years. I think it is fitting. And now imagine that it was built by some investor that didn't really care about the local architectural styles. I think it definitely makes sense that it has this style, and I'm actually quite satisfied with the building by itself. So as the building is already plopped, let's see what we're doing here. And the idea I had was that at the back of the building there is not only a big garden for relaxation and for some strolls, but there is also this the breakfast area, so to say, and the restaurant area. And to make that visible, I added this coffee shop here, so that there is this big glass front that sort of has big windows for natural light in the breakfast room. And of course for summer days or just good weather in general, I added some tables outside and some umbrellas, so hotel guests can have their hotel breakfast, or maybe also of course their lunch and dinner out on the terrace, having only nature around them. And imagine it's quiet at the morning and all you hear on the terrace is the clanging of other people's breakfast tables and just the wind in the leaves and birds all around you. And I definitely can imagine that to be a nice place. And overall, this is sort of what I wanted to emulate with this hotel. Really a countryside retreat hotel where where you book your room for a week when all you want is really just some quiet and peace and tranquility in nature, but still want a certain a certain comfort that you wouldn't get from a camping ground, for instance. So in order to make that visible, because obviously we can't look inside the building here. In order to make that visible, the whole idea I had here and I'm pushing for here, I'm making this little spa/sauna area here at the far end of the garden. of the hotel's garden. And the idea I had really was just that there is the pool in the middle. It's a small pool, of course, but it's just enough to get some refreshment. And next to the pool, there are of course some sun chairs, as you see, but there are also some campfire spots and these 2 log cabins. Now I imagine the smaller log cabin, that is just your average 80-degree Finnish sauna, and the big log cabin also maybe has a 60-degree sauna. Maybe it also has a steam bath. And maybe some massage rooms, or just in general some spa stuff. And given in Germany, these areas usually are so you usually attend those areas naked. I gave my best to sort of completely encircle it from the garden, so that people just taking a stroll through the garden of the hotel don't look onto the sauna area and see all those naked people walking around. Because usually it actually is like in Germany it's sort of common, or at least here in Eastern Germany, but I think that's common all around the country, that when you're in the sauna area, even when you're outside, you have sometimes if you're shy, I guess you still have your towel, but especially the elder people just let everything hanging. If you can follow me there. So I placed some hedges, some tall hedges all around this little site here, and put some fences there at your entrance area so that people passing by can't look inside the sauna area and look at all the naked people. So there is still some privacy given for those that just want to relax there, and so they don't have to fear about people staring and looking at them. So back to the garden here. About the garden, it's really just a little garden or park area. It has some benches, it has a little fountain right in the middle, so that you can just take a stroll there with the only sounds around you being nature, as I already said, the rustling of leaves, birds, maybe you see a little squirrel running over the garden grounds, and really nothing more. And the garden is really supposed for people that want to be in this area, want to have the peace and the quiet and tranquility and be within nature, but they don't really want to take a hike in the hiking trails all around the place here. We didn't make one so far, but they are there. And so the garden really is just for those that want the peace and quiet of the area, but don't want to leave the hotel grounds for that. And as you saw, just to achieve that, I made a very simple park/garden area with some dirt decals to bring some more variation to the ground, and just some trees and bushes and stuff, so that it's all believable. What I'm doing here is I'm upgrading these roads until there is no tree on that road, which took a while, but what I wanted to do here is to plant these poplars along that road. Just so to do that, I first had to disable the other trees. And just to get a bit of more movement here, glitching some Rico buildings inside the hotel, just so there are some people coming and going there, just visually. And here it is, a quick cinematic overview. The hotel with the fields and the landscape around Vedastein in the background. It's I could definitely imagine staying there just for some countryside relaxation. Now on to the next part of the episode, and that is just the general farm side or countryside rural development that we already did with the last 2 episodes as well. And again, I'm starting this with a little creek that I'm doing the same way that I already did the last creek, and that is that I use one of McWelshman's village roads as a basis, just because it already comes with some trees and some grass bushes, so it saves a bit on the tree count, and it also has just a tiny sort of ditch and that just helps visually with these stream decals, that it looks more believable, as opposed to me just using the stream decals and nothing else. And of course, to make it just look more like a little mountain creek, I placed rock props all over it, all different kinds of rock props, as you see, just to give the illusion of a stony mountain creek. And it also has the advantage that with many rock props you can't see that there is no movement there, because of course only stream decals don't have any movement. And so with all these rock props, you can't really see that there is no movement. So it's helping a bit to make it more believable. And to again just care for a little bit variation here, I didn't only want to place only farm decals here, so I again added a little farm area here. And as you just saw, I again just copied the farm area that I already established in previous episodes, but just to again add some more variety, I'm mixing it up here with some of my Umgebinde houses. Of course, by now they are finally released to the workshops, so if you're wondering what these half-timbered houses are there, they are so-called Umgebinde houses. They are available on the workshop now. I uploaded them about a week ago, and I'm very happy that they are finally released. And as I said, I wanted to give some bit variation in this whole farm area. So instead of just keeping it as it is, I added these little cow buildings, for lack of the actual word, I'm afraid. But these little cow stalls, barns, the buildings where the cows are kept, basically. I think you get the point that I'm trying to deliver. And just to not have every farm look the same, but at the end of the day, a farm is a farm, and there is not that much that really differs from any instance of those. And so just having these buildings there, filled them with some prop cows, and put some hay decals all around the building to just blend it in together with the surrounding areas. And you see how simple it is to have some basic buildings and blend them together with the with their surroundings. And let's switch again to a short cinematic overview. And it's just some basic things, but really dirt decals pull it all together, and the rest is basically done by some bushes and trees. And I'm quite satisfied with this, and given it's just a little farm area at the border of the whole area for today. So on to the next part, onto the big part of this episode, and that is that I wanted to have some camping grounds, camping place also as well. So in this episode, we'll really have a contrast between the high-end vacation that is possible here with that luxury hotel with the huge sauna and spa area and a garden, and the, well, I don't want to say low-end vacation, because I wouldn't say camping is low-end. If anything, that would be Ballermann on Mallorca, just party vacation. That would be low end in my opinion. Camping is just just not low end, but it's more grounded in nature, I would say. So I wanted to make these camping grounds here, and at first I had to figure out how to do them so that they look as realistic as possible. And for a start, I just used this building from Park Life, which is one entrance building to the National Reserve or National Park, and just used this heavily PO'd, as you saw, of course. I used this as an entrance building, and then just pulled or put down some roads there that will be the basis of this of the camping ground. And I really just looked at some camping grounds around the sort of original region of Vedastein. How do they look? How big are they? What style of roads do they use? And so I quickly adapted that, switched some asphalt roads for some dirt roads, and that's it. 2 buildings that I'm placing here is one building is the one that is not on the screen right now. One of the buildings houses some showers and stuff, so of course on a camping ground you still want to maybe take a shower and that is what I wanted to achieve with this building right here. So the people would go there to take a shower. There would be separate shower booths where you can take a shower. And this building right here is where the administration of the camping grounds is, but also where there would be a little store where people can buy the newspaper, hiking map, fresh bread rolls in the morning, and maybe some basic groceries such as, I don't know, cheese or milk. But I also wanted to achieve or have a little cafe / restaurant area in front of it, because I could very well imagine that for once some campers would definitely like to also have a warm meal at the end of the day in some restaurant that belongs to the camping area, but also that it's open for hikers that are just hiking in the region around Vedastein and make a stop there to eat I guess a warm sausage, because that's definitely what I do. And of course, as campers don't want to leave their trash on the side, I distributed some simple garbage cans all around the area here, and I used these little thingies. They are vanilla props that belong to the dog park. I used them all around the camping grounds. Briefly switched to German for a second there, I'm sorry. I used them all around the camping grounds, just have something there that I can say, look, this is where they get their water. So they don't have to walk to the building where the showers are every day. I distributed these there where they can get some water for cooking and drinking, which I guess would be included in the price or in the fee for camping here. Now this I imagine just some. Of course, they still need power there, so I added this little antenna as well next to the power building to, maybe they also, I think it's like plausible that there might also be an antenna that provides mobile wireless, cell phone that you can call people, for lack of a better word. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. And then really to what this whole area is about, of course, tents and caravans. And I'm really happy that with the Park Life DLC there came a bunch of tents that are already decorated with some props and stuff that made it really simple. And so once I placed some of these Park Life tents and some caravans I downloaded from the workshop, I also added some cars next to them, because usually people that go camping don't arrive by foot or bike, but usually by car. And because so far it was really empty and no sim would really go there, I added some PPGs in the form of just tables and stuff close to every single caravan or tent. You see them here, because I just wanted to provide a reason so that the sims would actually go to this place, just to have. At the very least, of course, they won't, get out of the car and build their tent, as amazing as that would be. But of course, that's no feature that was implemented in the game, so to get at least some movement in the form of cars driving around, as that one right there, I added PPGs in various forms there. And then in between the camping, sort of little rented out pieces there where the tents are. I added just some shrubbery, some dirt decals, and later on also some trees and stuff to not really have a camping square that is out in the open, but it actually is one that is covered with trees and stuff, so that you really feel when you camp on this camping ground, and you really feel that you are within nature. And from my experience, those are the camping grounds that personally I definitely like more. With these bushes here, I really just wanted to separate the different pieces of land that you can rent for your tent or your caravan. And I think that is something that definitely turned out quite nice. And of course, as usual, and it's always helping so much, once that was done, I planted the whole area with trees. Because, let's face it, trees at the end of once you're finished detailing an area, adding trees adds so incredibly much to the general ambience and feeling of the whole area. And that's, of course, especially in a very foresty region as this one is, just planting trees is what keeps it all together. It really boils down to that. And then I experimented a bit with these block services in the form of residential service to again try to get some movement here. And this is basically it of the camping grounds. I'm very satisfied with it. I think I could have moved some of the roads closer together and provide more area for camping. Well, that's for next time. And now at the very end of the episode, I'm just, as I said at the beginning, slowly transitioning to the next episode, sort of. And so what I'm doing now is copying. There we are, copying some houses from the last episode. And just to have some, again, suburban housing or village housing that will sort of transition into the area that I want to do in the next episode of Vedastein. Of course, this is really nothing new now, so I don't really have to talk about that, I think. So instead, let me thank you for watching this video. I very much hope you liked this whole video and how it all came together. If you're new here, definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to keep on track with this whole project. It's been 40 episodes by now, and I think 40 more isn't too unrealistic, so definitely subscribe to the channel to keep on track with this project. If you have any questions or ideas, you can hop on my Discord server and just have a nice chat with me and others that follow my works. And if you really want to support me, you can do so on Patreon for early access to assets and videos, just as this video has been. The link is in the description. And of course, such a big thanks for all the people who already support me. You are amazing. With that, there was really not much more to say. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay tuned, stay healthy, have a great time. Have fun with this little before and after shot and with the end cinematics. Until next time, bye. Thank you.